Yep. It's your boy, Boss Cowboy Sports. And we got that boy Amp on the way. Did the Super Bowl change the Dallas Cowboys offseason needs? I said we was going to talk about that.
Another one.
So, because we got to really look at that. You know, we got to look at that. It's just how the game go. You always start with your the division, and anyway, is what happens. So we gonna talk about today. We will also go through some of what Dak Prescott said. Also got a little bit of bonus and stuff we gotta look out for, because you gotta always keep your eyes open. So this is gonna be interesting as we just kind of think this through. I always say around this time I am wet concrete. And what that means is I'm not totally set on anything. So I might think one thing this week, I might change it the next week. But before it's time to get into free agency, and before it's time to draft, I will be dry concrete. So y'all sit back, man. Your boy Boss go bring it to you with Amp. I'm gonna be right back. Let's go. Go. Boss Cowboy Sports. Man, my beats be coming in. Whew. Man. Let's go. Man, 30 seconds and we rolling, baby. Let's go. Come on in the building. I see it. Seconds, let's go. Two, one. It's time. It's time. I see y'all coming on in, man. I see y'all coming on in. Welcome, all these smart executives. This is a place for the smartest, wisest Cowboy fans. Cowboy fans that want to take action. Cowboy fans that don't just sit back and take what's given. The type of Cowboy fans that say, I got something to say. So do you have your suit on? Are you ready to work? Yeah. Some people still licking their wounds. If you still licking your wounds from Philly winning the Super Bowl, that's okay. We gonna give you some time to get over that. We gonna give you some time to get over that. I understand. Hey, but at some point that cornerback gotta kick in. That cornerback, the position I played my whole life, to where if they catch a ball on you, if they make a play on you, you got to get back up. You got to say, hey, you got that one. You got that one, Philly. You got that. That's cool. That's cool. You got that one. But we got something to say. Welcome all the executives in the building to Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matter. My boy north of the border say, I still feel sick. Yeah, I'm giving y'all some time. I'm giving everybody some time to kind of get over it. It's going to take some time, right? It is. But let me encourage y'all real quick while I'm waiting on Amp. I just want to encourage y'all. I want to encourage everybody that's a part of Cowboy Nation. I want y'all to hear me out. I'm finna tell y'all something as I stall for Amp. You still the big brother. I don't never want y'all to forget that. And just like any household, big brother makes the rules. Cool Cat in the building. I want to say congratulations to Cool Cat, content creator for the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm really happy for y'all, for real. Like, content creators, man, I know y'all feel good. Y'all should. Y'all accomplished the ultimate thing. But I want to let y'all know, just real quick, you still the big brother. So listen, we can all be upset, right? We can all be upset, but big brother is the one who set the rules. Okay? So I need y'all to keep that in the back of your mind when you engage with anybody that's of the opposing division, not just Philly, the Giants, Washington, whoever got something to say to Dallas. If they in the East, the Dallas Cowboys are the big brother of the division. And so don't forget that, even though they got the most recent Super Bowl. So what I mean by big brother set the rules, a lot of times y'all gonna end up in an argument with some of these other people from the division. It might be Philly, might be New York, right? And they'll say, y'all haven't won a championship since. No, little brother don't make the rules. See, what a lot of them go try to do is they go try to minimize the greatness of the five. So if you feeling, right, for instance, and you got 2, and that feels good, never forget that they haven't even caught Washington yet in terms of Super Bowl wins. Okay. So keep that in the back of your mind when you argue with people, so that you can know who you are and you can have a sense of pride. Because I'm sensing too many people that's dodging from this. I would never dodge. I promise you, if any content creator from Philly was to invite me, I'm showing up. I'm showing up. And my swag is not going to change. I'm not going to be humble. I'm not going to be over here, I got to be quiet. No, I don't. Big brother set the rules. So you got about 3 more rings before you even big brother height. All right. And if you Washington, you need 2 more rings. And if you the Giants, you need 1 more ring to be on big brother level. You're not on big brother level yet. Okay. But another thing, and a good thing that Philly did, I'm gonna just give you a little bit of ammunition. Philly just killed the argument that the East is weak. Because a lot of times, I'm showing up, Paul. I promise you. I don't care who it is. I swear, I would anybody that want to say, boss, show up. I want to talk about Philly. I'm gonna be right there. I'm gonna be right there. But I want to say something. Cause see, you gotta have your head up as a Cowboy. You do. You got a lot of reasons to have your head up. You do. Even though, yeah, we should be pissed at the outcome because we believe and in some ways know we better. Okay? But remember, everybody been saying, oh man, oh, Dallas, y'all just beat up on that weak East. There we go. Can they say that now? Can they say that with what Philly did?
Bro, everybody need to stop the cap, bro. Straight up. Stop the cap, man. Just stop the cap. Like, at one point in time, we said we ran the East.
We do.
And when healthy, we do run the East. Have y'all forgotten what that boy Roy Jones Jr. said? Y'all must have forgot. Come on, man. What's good with you, bro?
And see, I'm gonna say this. Philly won it fair and square, right? They did, right? And they won it in convincing fashion.
They did.
But I want to say this too. Let me just play this and we go talk about it.
I mean, I feel like we compete with the Eagles and beat them for the most part when we played them. I don't want to say check the record when the other guy's holding the trophy right now. So credit.
Wait, let's just pause right there. Let's elaborate on that. Did he say check the record?
Check it.
Let me check it.
I think it was like 11 and something and 3.
9 and 4.
Okay.
And he should be really 9 and 3. Let me see if you catch it. It's right in your face. I'm gonna make it bigger.
Oh, let me move me out the way.
I'm gonna see if you catch. I'm gonna see if y'all catch it. I'm gonna give you a clue. It's the second one.
2017. That was the last game of the regular season, right?
1-1-2-17, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, that was the game with Sanchez and Romo. He just played the first series.
Oh, yeah, because we had it locked up. That's right.
Right.
Romo was playing cleanup. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he really should be 9 and 3. They assigned a loss to him just because he played the first series.
He started.
So Dak is really 9 and 3. That's what we got to double check this stuff. You feel me, bro? You know me, bro. I'm gonna double check on these boys, bro.
In case y'all haven't realized, Boss thorough.
So check this out, bro. Let's listen to it again. Let's talk about it.
From that level. I mean, I feel like we compete with the Eagles and beat them.
First, look at that shrug. Look at the shrug out the gate.
From that level.
Huh?
Ninja, you know what it is.
Hold on, let's go back, bro. Hold on.
I feel like we compete with the Eagles and beat them for the most part when we played them. I don't want to say check the record when they're the guys holding the trophy right now. So credit to them. They earned it. They deserved it by all means. But
so he ain't lying? He ain't lying?
Man, they put some respect on my quarterback name, man. Real talk, bro. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Like, hey, be for real.
Yeah.
Be for real.
Yeah. He not lying.
Like every time, bro, it's not by accident that when they were in the conference championship playing against another division opponent in Washington, what was the chant? Dallas sucks.
Yeah.
Dallas sucks.
Yeah.
And then you get to the Super Bowl and what happens? Even there, Dallas sucks. Dallas sucks. Why are we on your mind?
We big brother.
I get it. Because we are the mark.
We big brother.
We are the mark that y'all shoot for.
That's right. That's right. And see, I'm going to ask you a question, Amp. I'm just going to ask you a question. Would you want your quarterback to talk any other way?
I mean, I don't want him to be timid. Not by a long shot. Like, I want my quarterback to be confident. I want my quarterback to instill confidence in the rest of the team. We even said it at times when we would see Mike McCarthy or sometimes Dak, Kellen, they got that old shoot look on their face, and then everybody else has the old shoot look on their face. But if my quarterback is speaking with conviction and confidence, all that's going to do is get me, pun intended, amped up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I say your quarterback's supposed to talk like that, and your quarterback has backed that up versus them. I wish you would have said one more thing though, brother. Just one more.
What's that?
Is our matchup versus Philly is not the standard.
Yeah.
I wish you would have just said that one last thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish
just in case you forgot the hierarchy, y'all down here, bro.
Yeah. Or just say it like they the current champs. We gotta beat them first. We respect what they did. We got a good record against them. That tells you we gotta tighten up ourselves because we gotta get through them if they in the way or anybody else. They might be San Fran, Detroit, Kansas City. It's bigger than Philly now. That's the only thing I wish he would have said. That's it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
To fully set the tone.
To fully set the tone that is not just about them. You know? But his overall point, and I want to stick with one thing. Is he telling the truth that we're close?
You know what the
or
day is, right?
Is he being delusional? Because I got to be fair. Dak didn't play this Philly team this year. Just kind of giving it both ways, right?
But there's give and take with it too. Because some guys who were on the squad weren't playing. And guys who weren't playing ended up actually playing. You know, players who weren't even on the squad or hadn't elevated yet. But in fairness, yes, he did not play this identical squad, and he won't. But guess what? As they say, you're only as good as what your record says you are. Well, what does the record say Dak is against the Eagles?
Yeah.
He their daddy. Right?
Yeah.
That's that.
Dak is 9-3. We need to say it right. Dak is 9-3 versus the Eagles, not 9-4.
We're not even counting that one. Like
that second game don't apply to that.
Preseason game, bro.
Yeah, that was right before they already clinched everything when he was a rookie. So, That second loss don't apply to Dak, but they put it on him. Yeah.
And he knows it. He done played them enough. They are not the boogeyman. Now,
hold on.
If
we got us a good comment right here. I like this comment.
What you got?
He said, keep the pressure on front office Dak. Very close wasn't the right answer to me. He got a point. He got a point. See, that's why I say y'all the smartest, man. Like executives, independent. They don't just ride with us because we saying it. They like, wait, boss. Wait, Amp. Wait. That's a good point.
Trust but verify.
That's a good point. See, showing that. See, like, man, I think for myself.
Yeah.
Freaking real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
So. So, let's just kind of I'm gonna attack this real quick. And I really don't have the answer to this. What should Dak be doing to bring pressure?
An answer could have been, and this is just me spitballing in real time. We can be close to them. We're not far from them. But with a little assistance, we can be. You know, it's because I get it. You don't.
How do you do what C said?
That's a balancing act.
How?
Because you want to instill some confidence, but at the same time, you also want to ask for help.
How?
Hey man, look.
I want somebody to give me the words.
Play that clip one more time, bro.
What he said, what Dak said.
The question leading up and then the answer.
Keep the pressure on front office Dak. Very close wasn't the right answer to me. Because I'm gonna tell you,
clip.
We got Tuck in the building. The clip.
Salute, Tuck.
You talking about what? Is that clip?
Mr. Radio Row, Mr. Credential. Salute, man.
You talking about the Dak clip?
Yeah.
All right.
From that level. I mean, I feel like we compete with the Eagles and beat them for the most part when we played them. I don't want to say check the record when they're the guys holding the trophy right now. So credit to them. They've earned it and they deserved it by all means. But
Bruh, I'm gonna have to sleep on that, dog. That's tough. Because you don't want to sound like a wuss. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you still want to say, hey, we need some troops. We need some soldiers. We need some men. We need some Jimmies.
How? So, because if Dak say, I need weapons, what they gonna say? Dak threw his weapons under the bus.
See, right? Because it's damn. It's really.
That's why I want to know
do
how. I want to know how.
Brother is what they call a two-edged sword.
Right. I'm really trying to figure out how.
But guess what? You know how? You say exactly what you just said. We need more weapons. Because you said, well, how do you not cut who's already on the squad? If it cuts who's on the squad and they aren't about improving, they aren't about the Cowboys. The same way you said, hey, I'm not DFW, I'm not the morning news or whoever. You are a what? Cowboys fan. The Cowboys organization comes first. By making that statement as blatant as you do, I might nick somebody.
I think I figured out how.
For the betterment of the team.
I thought about it. I think he would have to challenge front office perfectly politically correct. I think I figured out how to say it. Something like this. Yeah. Philly did a great job of building through their free agents and we have 22 free agents. That's not gonna be on this team. So I want to see what our front office is going to do to be aggressive, like they're aggressive, and I do believe we're close, because if you check the record, right, we do good against Philly, but it's not about Philly. It's about Philly and whoever else that might be in the way of what they just got. Is that the way? Is that did I say it right? Did
Bruh, I like it. Because you acknowledging the fact that, okay, in this particular area, yeah, they did better than us. And we got some guys available too that if we bring them back could help us in that campaign, but we need y'all to pull the trigger.
Yeah.
And you really didn't throw anybody under the bus.
No,
while doing it,
because see, he got to do it in a way to where people not gonna take him pointing at front office and then point at the players.
Because you know what they'll do. You know how they'll say it.
Yeah, they'll say he threw the players under the bus when he.
So, breaking news out of Oxnard, reports from a local charity event. Dak Prescott has stated that he needs more help. So, my question is, who isn't helping you, Dak?
Yeah.
You know that's how they gonna spin it.
They would have pointed right to his weapons. That's why I asked how.
Dak got beef with CD. Dak got beef with Brandon Cooks. Did Dak have beef with Ezekiel Elliott?
Yeah.
They can spin it all kind of ways, bro.
So, it's another thing I want to look at real quick. Because we said we gonna talk about, did the Super Bowl change the Dallas Cowboys needs, right? Off-season needs. So I want to look at something real quick that came out from one of the brothers. And we got us a super chat real quick. Hold on, let me hit that super chat button. Let's go. Man, we got some good comments. We got us some good comments, man. Tuck, I'm gonna call you, bro. Tuck, I'm gonna call you. You preaching too much, man. So I might as well get you on the phone.
And is
because I wanna hear you out. You saying a lot on the chat. We gotta get your voice on. So Angie said, "Boss, Dak has to fully commit to the dark side."
See, Dak is tiptoeing. He started tiptoeing. See, I'm an East Coast guy, and the beach is like 15 minutes away, right? This time of year, ain't nobody going to the beach. You might go out there, chill for a minute. But if you do happen to get to the water, you're going to tiptoe in it first because it might be a little too cold. So he's been enumerated. He's been paid. He got his third payday, was second. So guess what? He's a made man now. What does he have to lose? So now Dak is feeling himself like, you know what? I got security. They done paid me. I'm here at least for another 3-4 years. Let me go ahead and speak my piece. And he did it subtly upon the exit of Mike McCarthy, or toward the end. And he said he needs to come back. He needs to be read up and come back on the deal more on his terms. That was subtle. What we are witnessing from Dak is slowly but surely, and I'm predicting through training camp, OTAs, and even leading up to the regular season, he will eventually start to turn up the heat more about what he wants, because he's seen what's happening around him. And I think this brother is intelligent enough to know that if it doesn't go the way it's supposed to, they are looking to make him number one scapegoat. So he's starting talking now. See, he's doing what we say in the professional world. he's starting the documentation process. Touche, right?
Hey, we got more
Touche,
super
right?
chats, man. I appreciate that they coming on with it. They feeling this topic. They feeling this topic. I'm gonna call Tuck. This is I didn't expect us to go here, but hey, my boy, Life Crazy say spicy Dak. I'm finna call you Tuck in just 1 second, brother.
Yeah.
It did Big JR89 said with another super chat, as soon as they stop experimenting with ways to save money and actually invest, the quality of support can go up immediately.
See,
wow.
Those three
good.
comments just tell me those people are not just casuals. They're diehards.
Executives.
More importantly, they're definitely executives. Yeah, because
we gonna
Dark
talk about
Side and what was the other comment? Spicy Dak. Yeah,
Spicy Dak.
Where that came from? Right here.
Let me call Tug, man. I want to hear his thoughts.
Yeah.
Cause it's part of me feel like we asking Dak to commit suicide. For real. We gonna talk about that.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? For real.
Yeah.
Jared them crazy. Hold on. Tuck.
Yeah.
Okay, we got you live.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Cowboys Nation? What's going on, Amp?
Was good.
What's up with it, bro? What's on your mind? I got the Dez thing up.
Yeah, so I mean, if you scroll down slightly on the Dez, he commented on my video, and we had conversations about this behind the scenes, but he, kind of went public with it. And I think when it comes to Dak Prescott, y'all, it's not just about what he said at yesterday's press conference. It's more about it's the tip of the iceberg, and I think Cowboys fans are growing tired of the dishonesty, right? So on one side of Dak Prescott's neck, right, when he thought the cameras wasn't rolling, we got some truth when Dak was saying, we effing suck. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so that was truth. But then once the cameras are rolling, we get, we're not that far away. We're just right there. And my biggest concern is that can breed complacency, because if Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones don't do nothing in free agency and they have another mad draft and say, well, hey, when we were fully healthy, we were competing right alongside Philadelphia, Cowboys fans will be ripping them a new one. And I feel like when it comes to Dak Prescott, the thing that he needs to do, I don't know, just like Amp said, he is a made man. Fight back. You have to show that you have some type of backbone, whether it's with the front office, whether it's Skip Bayless talking about your mental health, while your brother, you have people talk about your wife and call you ass, and you had radio stations put your false accuser, and you sit back and you say nothing. What that starts to breed is a Russell Wilson type environment where people can look at you as a spineless leader. And I don't think that's truly who Dak is. But for some reason, he just won't speak out and use his leverage. And what can happen is when you have a younger team like we have, that older, spineless Captain America corporate voice can grow very stale in the locker room. A lot of us has played football, and we all been around the guy who did everything that coach said, and like you get tired of it, right? So I feel like for Dak, it's time for him to be who he truly is. Now, if this corporate go along with it, Dak Prescott, if that's who he truly is, then the Cowboys need to allow someone to come in house and be that Richard Sherman or be that Jalen Ramsey and be that bad cop, because that is what we desperately need, because we have an organization. They're not going to move unless they feel pressure. And I feel like the biggest person that could bring pressure to the Dallas Cowboys front office is our leader in Dak Prescott.
Oh, wow. Okay. See, that's why I was glad I called you. Because I needed to hear you out, because my concern is, or was until you explained it, was we asking Dak to commit suicide, right? You with me on
right? Right.
Because Jerry and them, they fired Jimmy, right?
Right.
And Dez spoke out. he paid for it too. Remember, Dez came out and he was like, "We need to make some adjustments to the offense." He was talking about and then all of a sudden, they got him. You know, So it's almost like it's a tough balance. You know what I mean?
But it's needed, right? Even if you go back to Mike Zimmer, right, and you have the famous quote, Mike Zimmer stood there on the podium and said, "I need more noses,"
and he gone, Tuck.
This is not.
He's gone.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
but Tuck,
he's gone, but it's
Tuck,
like
he gone. That's what I'm saying. But Tuck,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know if they're afraid to speak out. I don't know, but it's like something has to change, because if not, y'all, it just breeds complacency. We know that with the familiarity of our division, we can split with Philly as long as Dak is playing, CeeDee's healthy, Mike is healthy. We can split with Philly. But what about Green Bay? You know what I'm saying? Philly beat Green Bay twice this year. We haven't beat Green Bay since 2016. What about being able to beat San Fran? Could we go on the road and beat Detroit? Could we go on the road and beat Kansas City like the Eagles did last year and in Kansas City? The Eagles beat the Baltimore Ravens when Lamar Jackson runs to the NFC. So we're aiming at the wrong measuring stick, right? Because it's just a division opponent, right? The Raiders have played the Chiefs close, right? The Chargers have played the Chiefs close, but no one in their right mind will say that the Chargers and the Raiders are comparable or they're close to the Chiefs. They're absolutely not. And I think that's the same thing when it comes to the Eagles. Yeah, we can split with them in the regular season, but when the lights are brightest, there is a big distinct difference. We saw it in the Super Bowl that they shut down Saquon Barkley and they had massive amounts of weapons to be able to step in and fill the void. If that was the Cowboys, that would not be the case.
So I totally 100% agree with you on the cultural effects of Mr. Perfect, for lack of better words, right? I would want to see Spicy Dak. And I think the world needs to see a degree of Spicy Dak. Like, people do go too far. I agree with you on that. And a man supposed to be known for having a boundary. I agree. You know. Now, did you hear how I was trying to challenge front office did you hear my example of how to do it? Did you agree with that, or was that too soft? Keep it real.
No, 1,000%, right? It needs to be, and it doesn't have to be full Spicy Dak, right?
Yeah.
It can be Mike McCarthy-ish, right? Mike McCarthy would sing his shots out there publicly. You see what I'm saying? Like, but you have to give us something, bro. You can't say, and like Ant was saying, I want Mike McCarthy to return, but it's very subtle. You see what I'm saying? But then when it's Brian Schottenheimer, you're sitting front row smiling saying, yes, sir. Like, you're just going with the flow. But you're paying the ultimate price, right? When you go out there with Jalen Tolbert, Jalen Brooks, and Jonathan Mingo, and you throw 19, 20 interceptions, it's going to reflect on you. You see what I'm saying? And I get it, right? Dak is an underdog story. He believes in the underdog, but Dak is eventually going to have to put his foot down. If not, they're going to run all over him and leave him out to dry. You know? And so it's like enough is enough. Tom Brady, when he first got to Tampa, what did he say? Give me Gronk. And actually, you know what? I want Antonio Brown too. You see what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers has got to the Jets, even though it didn't work out. He got his coach he wanted. He got his wide receiver that he wanted. He is flexing his leverage, flexing his power. Dak Prescott doesn't do that. If they traded CeeDee Lamb for me right now, he would just say, hey, it's just part of the business, but I believe in Jay Tuck, and, we're going to go out there and find... Like, no, bro.
Got it.
No,
Got it.
You lose.
Got
you
it.
lose Dez,
Okay.
You don't say nothing. You lose Amari Cooper, you don't say nothing. It's like, and so it's like, if I'm on the team, bro, I know Dak is not going to fight for me publicly. Like, case in point, CeeDee Lamb, who barely tweets. Hell, I forgot CeeDee Lamb even had a Twitter.
Facts.
All those rumors were going back and forth about Micah being traded. Even CeeDee stopped out and publicly said, "Nah, man, this is some bulls." You know what I'm saying? Like, aren't y'all tired of this? Like,
and he was talking to front office. That's what people don't realize.
Right. And so why is Dak, like it's a perfect example. I think the Mr. Perfect thing, I just think that it's just wearing thin in Dallas. Because we know when we saw Hard Knocks that year, y'all remember how people were pearl clenching the first time they heard Dak cuss?
Right.
Oh my God, he cusses. So I know that's not you. I know you like to play dominoes with Clarence. Like, be your true self, bro.
Ooh. Okay.
Be your true self.
So. Amp, do you have something? Because if you got something, I can call you. I get creative. Did you have something for Tuck?
Yeah.
Hold on real quick. We finna do it old school. Tuck, just hold on real quick. All right.
Okay.
I'm finna be creative real quick. Y'all hold on.
I'm gonna mute my mic though.
Yeah. Give me a second. Hey, we gotta be creative, man. We creative. Alright, Amp. Hold on. Y'all give me 1 second.
Goodbye.
See, y'all hearing the behind the scenes. Amp, you there?
I'm here, bro.
Alright, we gonna do it this way. Okay. Tuck.
Yeah, I'm here.
There we go.
So, I'm gonna preface my statement by saying I am 100% with you, Tuck. But I also realize that we gotta make sure this is airtight, right?
Right.
And there are actually 3 areas where I see could be some pushback or a reason for his hesitation. Okay. So, and they all kind of go hand in hand. The first one is Dak speaks out, right? He hasn't done this before.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he hasn't done this before, you know how it is when you have had a certain tone and you raise that tone, it's automatically going to draw some, hey, what's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that depending upon how he does this, because it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Depending upon how he conveys this message, you know the Jones family, bro. I believe that by him potentially speaking out too much, he could actually end up become a target, and he could be sabotaged.
Let me pause you, Amp. Let me pause you, because he correct.
Yeah, go ahead, boss.
He addressed that. That's why I said to me he got it perfect. He need to do it like he said, Mike McCarthy-ish, to where it's above reproach, but you still addressing it.
Right. But also this, Amp, he gets sabotaged anyways. And I say my biggest frustration with Dak Prescott, he is loyal to an organization that's not loyal to him. So you might not want to press the front office publicly. Oh, but last year when it was time to press you about the contract, we had radio shows, we had videos, we had articles. Everything was weaponized against you. So why do you not reciprocate that same energy? You see what I'm saying? But what also people have to understand, and I said this in my video this morning, as much as we have Mike McCarthy and now have Ryan Schottenheimer, what we have to understand is that Jason Garrett DNA flows through Dak Prescott's veins. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It flows through his veins. It flows through his veins, right or wrong, and they turn him into being the Captain America leader, doing all the things, and that's just who he is, because that's what's worked, right? And so I get that if Dak wants to maintain that, but if that's going to be the case, we have to allow somebody else to be their true selves and push this organization, because if not, they're going to be complacent. You see what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
Yeah, and my boy D.A. Lee.
Now the other two, go ahead, bro.
Just real quick, D.A. Lee, he got something. He said Dak spoke out several times and the Jones have instantly fired back, and then he told to do more with less. See, that's what I fear. That's exactly what I fear is retaliation from their pettiness. And I really do fear that. Like, I really do feel like they can sometimes act crazy, right? Like, this is my toy, this is my organization. Jimmy Johnson, get out of here, right? We'll get us a new quarterback. You know, like we that I would fear that with him if he misspoke on that. Because, like, for instance, D.A. Lee, I think, is right, especially from the same standpoint that he fought for his money. They didn't like that. You know what I mean? And he fought for it silently. Now, if he spoke...
But that's the thing. He fights silently, right?
Yeah.
Case in point, look at a young player like Jordan Love, who damn near played 9 games in his career. He fought loud as hell, and the Packers folded just like that. You know? You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm not showing up unless I got... This is young Jordan Love. But Dak Prescott, who's a made man, what did he do? He showed up for OTA. He showed up for voluntary.
Okay, so let me push back with my second point. So, and I love the take that you just took, because it's going to help us come to a conclusion a lot easier. So, the second point that I had is, you know, we mentioned some of these other people who have spoken out, right? But to me, it appears that it's easy to speak freely when you have a front office who would actually might be willing to entertain your idea or is in support of whatever ideas you present to them. The Jones family has made it clear that they'll ask and they'll talk and they'll make it look good in the public opinion. But at the same time, we know they have a certain way they want to do business. Now, a question I was going to ask, because I had a revelation while I was listening to you. When we hear Michael on this podcast talking about young talent that he would love to have in Dallas, how do we take that as Cowboy fans? How do we take that from him?
Say that one more time.
How do we take when Micah starts talking about other players on other squads and the possibility of them coming to Dallas or what would help Dallas? How do we take that from Michael when he says it?
I personally take it as a sigh of relief, thank God, because it's a conversation that needs to be happening, right? And what I try to tell people, this is a professional sport, right? If Micah says we need Myles Garrett, right? That's not a slight for Chauncey Golston. That might be indication for Chauncey Golston that he needs to step things up. You see what I'm saying? Because us doing this, we are the world, and I believe I can fly with everybody out there is not going to get the job done. You have to be ruthless in the NFL level. The Super Bowl champion, the Philadelphia Eagle, paid Bryce Hubb all that money, and he was a healthy scratch. You know what I'm saying? He was a healthy scratch. And so you have to make sometimes tough decisions. But this, you know, I believe in you. Like, no, like, you might believe in some of these Jalen's, right? But the Baltimore Ravens could care less defensively about the, like, you have to want more. These guys come from Penn State and Alabama's. They know every year Nick Saban's going to reload with more recruits, more help. You know what I'm saying? More reinforcements. And you sit back and you can see the real sentiments and the truth amongst the Cowboys. Because Jordan Lewis saying, hey, the Giants allowed this to happen. Like, everybody was shook when Saquon went to the Eagles. Oh, this ain't fair. Oh, man, this is crazy. How would y'all allow that? Right? So they feel that, right? Even though it's professional sports, you want to remain competitive, you know, when things like that happen, it's like, damn, bro, like, they got Saquon too? Yeah. So we have to start being honest, and I just feel like the complacency, and a lot of people are saying, oh, well, Dak has spoken out. Dak hasn't spoken out strong enough. Nobody can name a situation where Dak has drawn his toe in the sand and publicly went to war with the Joneses. He's never done it.
Hold on real quick. We got us another super chat. My boy say, the Jones will weaponize the locker room against him if he speaks out. They manipulate the fan base with Skip and the national media, and that's why Brian said they would need our support.
Right, I agree. But here's what I'm trying to tell people. They've already done it.
So check this out.
It's not like the fan base and everyone loves Dak Prescott, and if he does this, things can change. Dak Prescott's probably the most hated player within our fan base and our organization.
So check this out,
And Kim, oh, go ahead.
Just real quick. No, you finish.
I was going to say, and Cam Newton had posted on his podcast the other day that he had to learn this. And before I was Jay Tucker, you guys know me about, I used to have the same sentiments with Cam Newton. Cam Newton used to smile and do the chunky soup and try to do everything the right way and answer everything the right way. When I sit back, I was like, bro, I know you from Florida. You're not like that. You know what I'm saying? And Cam said he had to do that to try to fit in because he wanted to fit the corporate structure. So one day he realized, I just am who I am, and I represent a different cluster of people who respect me for just being me. You see what I'm saying? It's just like, and so it's like, yeah, like Dak tries to walk this line, but what is it for? Is it for the endorsements? What is it? But if you really want to win, Kobe Bryant went through it, right? Kobe used to come in, smile, do everything the right way until finally he snapped and just went into Mamba mode. You see what I'm saying? Especially in Dallas, you need that kind of leader. But if we're going to kind of just go with the flow, we're going to get the same results because Stephen and Jerry Jones can say, yeah, I agree with Dak. I think we're just right there, and we don't need to get any free agents. We just need to get our guys healthy and re-signed and take another crack at it. Then people are going to be mad. You see what I'm saying?
So check this out, Tuck.
So let me
just real quick. Just real quick. You know why this whole thing is sad? This whole thing is sad because we are looking for people to put their career at risk because the Joneses don't change. That's really what we ask.
For some help.
Yeah, because Mike McCarthy.
We asking about nothing illegal. We talking about help, bro.
For help. Right. Like, for instance, Mike McCarthy basically had to get up off the interview table, right, and say, listen, no, this Jason Witten stuff you talking about, this not about winning. I'm out. Right? And even though he committed career suicide, the fans still don't have his back. Like, we should have all united. Like, damn, did you see he just walked away? Oh, Tuck, I wish you was on the show because I'm gonna play a clip. Ooh, it's a perfect time for me to play this clip. Can you listen to your TV real quick?
You can play. I can mute it because I'm watching on the TV.
All right, I'm finna play this clip. Turn your TV up.
All right.
With Jason Witten and asked him, how close did it actually get to you being on the Cowboys staff?
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't think, it's not, time's not now. I think I just enjoying what I'm doing right now and coaching my kids, and I think just continue to do a good job and work at it, and there'll be opportunities there for me. So
see, the first thing is how he said there will be opportunities for me. Like, he said that as a foregone conclusion.
The time is not now.
Right. So I'm gonna keep playing it. It gets much worse.
When those times present themselves, and when I'm ready, I think it'll be a good opportunity for me to
hold on. Listen to it.
It's a desire of mine one day, but right now I'm really happy with what I'm doing.
So that is a goal, and with the Cowboys.
Oh, I mean, you'd love to do it with the Cowboys, but you got to. Sometimes it doesn't always work it that way. You got to be able to go other places, and so I've enjoyed this of being able to coach my kids and this unique time with our family, and certainly I've had amazing coaches in my life, and so I think if you continue to do a good job, those opportunities will present yourself. I think the best coaches I was around, that was the way it worked for them, and don't try to just kind of plot it perfectly, but to do a good job, and when the timing's right, I think it'll be a good opportunity for me to go. But right now, I'm really enjoying what I'm doing with my kids.
Is that Shabuzi in the background? Maybe for moving forward.
Yeah, I talked to a couple of people. Their thought process is that Schottenheimer getting hired here is why he's not on staff, and that it's not because of a bad thing, but it's because of he actually is friendly with Schottenheimer, and he doesn't want to be distracting to him.
Over the shoulder guy?
Which just sounded like he didn't mind with McCarthy, but it sounds like with Schottenheimer, that would be something that he doesn't want that aspect existing for Brian while he's trying to become a head coach.
That is saying a lot. Did you hear that, Tuck?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Bro. So Witten knew that if he would have became the coach, that he was going to be a shadow to Mike. that's also saying if Witten take a job here, he knows he's gonna be a shadow, right? Or basically the coach and waiting to whoever the coach is. Mm-hmm. So I'm saying that all to say these Joneses, they're wild. And it's sad that we gotta ask Mike McCarthy, Dak, and all of them to do and stand up to somebody that might actually kill them career-wise.
But my pushback on that is, how could the Joneses kill Dak career-wise?
Oh, not whipping them up like the same way they sabotaged Mike McCarthy. Like, what did he say? What Mike McCarthy say? He said this year it's been more than ever. They've been signing these vets later, which makes it hard for me to get started in September. Oh, if they want you out, they know how to sabotage, just like they sabotage Amari.
But see, that thing is, if Dak was fighting back publicly, you can't sabotage him saying that. You see what I'm saying? So if Dak is saying, listen, I want more weapons. I want to get, I don't know, I would like to have Marvin Cooper back. He's speaking about it publicly. He is drawing a line and saying, and they don't do it. Now the ownership has to answer those questions like, hey, your quarterback is asking for more help and you're not getting it for him. But if Dak sits back and condones it like he has been, then you have to get in that front seat and take some of the blame. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's no different from a person if we're like, yo, bro, your girl is cheating on you, your girl is cheating on you. But if you keep taking her back, well, then you're part of the problem too, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you're sitting back quiet and accepting it, Dak has to be part of the problem, bro. If I can toss out and take away Dez Bryant and give you Allen Hurns, or I can take away Amari Cooper and toss out Noah Brown, and you just quietly sit out there and accept it, then you're part of the problem because you're okay in it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I think it's just a whole. I got to think on this talk.
I guarantee you guys 1,000% the Chiefs are going to fix that offensive line this year. They are going to do it.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like
because they actually feel like they're around the rim. You know,
right?
We talk about being around the rim, but they're around the rim.
And Pat is not going for that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like I just know from covering the team, Pat's not going for that, bro. He's probably more pissed off that he lost. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we just need that from Dak. And if we're not going to get it from Dak, we need it from somebody else. Like, we need it from somebody else. I think CD has the personality to be it. No, so it's going to have to be Micah. And of course, Micah is already the villain, so you might as well stick in that role.
Micah might be the best one because he actually made for
that's
it.
What I was getting at. Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
He might be the best one.
When Micah says it, nobody really gets up in arms like, oh my God, did you hear what? I mean, we always saying, did you hear what Micah said, right? Because he says a lot. He talks a lot. But also in him talking a lot of what he says gets blended and mixed up in the other things that he said. So when he comes out and says it, it's like, it's kind of twofold. It's like people kind of look at him like, oh, here's Micah just talking again. You know, here's Michael wanting to have the dream team. You know, the message is getting out. He's saying it, but the thing is, how serious will they take him? And then the last point that I got, and I'm sure you've dealt with it in your professional career. I know Boss has dealt with it in his professional career. I definitely have. When we find ourselves in certain rooms in our career paths over our life, subconsciously, and I know Boss is okay with this on this channel because he's about that, but subconsciously in the back of your mind, you don't want to be the angry black man, you know? And I think a part of that is what kind of keeps him at bay from not going completely on the other side, off the deep end. I think a part of that, he probably may never admit to it, but I just got a feeling somewhere down in there that he is worried about the optics as far as how he speaks. I think he's trying to, in essence, play this Obama type role.
Man, and if that's the issue, I agree with Chuck.
I 1,000% agree with you, Amp. But what happens is you lose your respect from the real ones in your locker room. You see what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Like, because we've all been there. We've all had the coworker that has their Zoom camera on and saying good morning and willing to work weekends and all sorts of stuff. We have a group chat that's separate that person's not in. You see what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, yeah. So I feel like, yeah, you can do that. But it's the same thing that happened in Seattle with Russell Wilson, where you had the lead of boom, and it was like, bro, this dude's soft, dog. You know what I'm saying? He gets special treatment. He gets this. He gets that, right? And it creates a divide. And I already sense it. And boss, we talked about what goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I know players are not rocking with it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know players are not rocking with it. And you can tell by the way some of the players was not at that Schottenheimer interview, because that was just done for Dak. But Dak sitting front row cheesing, yes sir, man, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Like, we was riding for McCarthy, and y'all just messed over McCarthy on the difference of a few years. I'm not condoning this. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Wait. I gotta clap it up. Damn it. Hold on real quick. I wasn't expecting the show to go this way. I'm liking this though.
It did. It went to the left.
Hey, real quick. Let me get the super chat real quick. My boy DeShannon said things would change when the fans stop buying and going to games. Oh yeah, it need to be some organic protests. We'll get into that in the future, man. That's a very good super chat. Right. It need to be, and good news, the organic protest is already start. It is.
Right. Right.
It's one thing, Tuck, that I'm gonna keep my eyes on, bro. And I've been saying this, and I know you go feel me when I say this. We need to watch CD going forward. We need to watch the treatment of CD going forward, because this was a direct shot at front office. What he said, I'm showing the tweet, because see, they leaked this about trading Michael Parsons on Super Bowl Sunday, right?
Right.
And they said it was in internal discussions, right? And then he said, y'all aren't tired of this? This is now. Right. This is exactly what Tuck is talking about. CeeDee Lamb stepped out. Now, what we got to look for, and we can't leave CD hanging, is will his targets go down? Right.
Right.
Will they draft another receiver and start pushing that receiver? Like, we got to really watch going forward, because when Dez came out, we saw treatment of Dez change. And I'm just keeping it real. Right. So all of us got to keep our eye on this. Like, we can't leave CD out here by himself. We can't act like if we start seeing a way underutilized CeeDee Lamb, we got to refer back to the day he spoke out for Micah, his brother.
Right. And so once again, this was my comment on Twitter, right? Think about how that connection right now with CD and Micah is, because my brother came out and just defended me publicly.
Oh, they tight. Oh, yeah.
That's tight, bro. That's tight. Like, nah. My brother had my back publicly. It's CD. If you pull up CD's tweets, you probably can't find another tweet from CD.
Nah.
I damn near forgot he even had an account. But CD even stopped and says, nah, bro, this is some BS, right? So it goes a long way, because we know the shots that are about to be aimed Micah's way this entire offseason. You see what I'm saying? But so it's like it's just different. And maybe fans don't understand it because they don't go through it. But it's a massive difference when I have a brother or a sister that's willing to put their stuff on the line. They're not worried about opportunities. They're not worried about this, and defend their brother and sister publicly. You see what I'm saying? I get it all the time. When people are shooting at me and shooting slugs, I know that people who are not going to jump in the whip with me. It's perfectly fine. Protect your peace, protect your opportunities. But I know my brothers that will have my back publicly. You know what I'm saying? Be thick.
Oh no, you're not fighting in the club alone with me, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Exactly.
If you start a bar fight, bro, you already know.
And that's that what it is, bro. It's a foxhole mentality. You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like, I know that if we go out and something happens, I know boss gonna swing with you. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's facts.
This is how it is. I know. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different mentality that I don't think people understand. But I don't know. So like I said, if Dak wants to play that role, that's perfectly fine, right? The Mr. Perfect role. But I guarantee y'all, the tide is changing. And Mike is supposed
Hold
to.
on real quick. Let me push back on one thing, and then Amp, if you got something, jump in, bro.
All right.
And I see what you're saying, Tuck, from this standpoint. It's almost like, is he picking and choosing? Because you came out publicly for Mike McCarthy.
Right.
What's the difference between that and speaking out for Micah Parsons or CeeDee Lamb or Amari Cooper? What's the difference?
Right. Right. It's a difference because those guys are in the foxhole with you. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah. It's different. Now there was rumors. I never confirmed this or anything about the divide with Dak and and Amari Cooper, right? But it's just like, I just think it's awfully odd that you lose your wide receivers constantly, and you say nothing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm saying. It's like, how do you speak up for Mike McCarthy, but when they taking weapons from you?
Not for Amari though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Yeah.
Tuck, you raising some hella fire points. I gotta sleep on this one, bro. Cause see, this one is some I'm trying to think of the word. This is high level math we talking about. This ain't no easy arithmetic. You know what I'm saying? This has a lot of different angles to it. It's security for your own job, mixed with the principle, mixed with morale. That's what you're talking about, right? Morale for the guys and keeping everybody together. Are we overselling morale? And the reason why I'm gonna ask that question, because the name of the show is, did the Super Bowl change the Dallas Cowboys offseason needs? I'm gonna ask it from this standpoint. We saw AJ Brown over there fussing with his head coach.
Right.
They still won the Super Bowl, right?
And what did they do right after? They gave him the ball right there. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying, are we making too big of a deal of the locker room? Is my question. Because that was a public right feud between Nick Sirianni and AJ Brown, and then they gave him the ball. You're right. They fed him, but you can see the toxicity spill out. You know, are we making too big deal out of this? Can they play out of this? Is my question.
Possibly. I mean, but me personally, just taking myself out of it, I would say no. I feel like it's going to be a lot bigger issue throughout the course of the season. Because, of course, I just know different things and had conversations behind the scenes, right? But it's just like, I feel like it needs to be fixed now to prevent it blowing up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it could create a wedge where it's like, the young guys versus the old, you know what I'm saying, the new leaders and old leaders, mentality, corporate versus non. Like it could cause that type of risk, especially if we're losing. You see what I'm saying? So my idea, I'm trying to prevent that from happening before we get started. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, I appreciate it, Tuck. Did you have anything else, bro? This was now these are the discussions we have usually behind the scenes, We finally said we go, because every time we get off the phone, we say, bro, we should have went live every time. This is exactly what our conversations are like behind the scenes. I swear to God.
Always. Yep.
For real.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, man, I'm pretty sure I was watching the show, man. It's like, it's a tough conversation. I feel like what we are in a situation where it's like Dak has received so much criticism. It's like, we either overprotect or you overhate. You see what I'm saying? So it's hard to have publicly good conversations about Dak Prescott because, of course, people want you to be either a Dak lover or a Dak hater. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's okay to say, nah, bro, I support Dak. I had it on a damn Dak sweatshirt, right? Support him, right? Love him. But you need to grow some backbone, bro. It's year 10. You're a late man. You're on a second contract. You got guaranteed money. So what are you talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so where are we at? If you're really committed about winning, right, you might have to turn over that
A few
relentless
tables.
type of mentality, right?
Right.
And there's a book that I read by Tim Grover, and Tim Grover was a trainer for Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, and he talks about the relentless pursuit. Like, Michael Jordan wasn't a nice guy all the time. You know what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant wasn't a nice guy all the time. Tom Brady wasn't a nice guy all the time. Sometimes, in order to get things done, you have to really kind of grit your teeth a little bit. But to win and be Mr. Perfect, some people may be able to pull off. You can say, okay, Drew Brees did it, and maybe Peyton Manning did it, but it's not Dallas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not Dallas. And we saw the true you, bro. That's the problem. We saw the true Dak Prescott when the cameras wasn't, when you thought the cameras wasn't rolling, when you said we effing suck. So how did we go from we effing suck to all of a sudden we are right there as contenders? You see what I'm saying? What changed since then? You know what I'm saying? What's changed since that game where you were saying on the sideline, being truthful, we effing suck, but when the cameras get rolling, oh, we're right there, we're contending.
Yeah.
The famous quote by Jay-Z, we don't believe you, need more people. So appreciate y'all, man. We're gonna keep rocking Cowboys Nation. I know what we saw on Sunday was horrible, makes us sick to our stomach, but we've got work to do. And I just think that in order to get where we're trying to go, we got to stop being polite and start being real. So
I love it. Well,
that's my
Tuck, to be honest, bro, you wired like that. I know you personally, right? Right. You truly wired like that. Like, you go speak your mind. You don't cower from confrontation. You don't cower from speaking your mind.
Right. Real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
See, I think you would be a natural at what you asking Dak to do, because it's just how you are. You know, I think it might not be his core trait, but I like the challenge.
Right.
And I believe most of what you're saying is true, especially when they start going at his brother, his mental. It's okay to slap a motherfucker back sometime. Y'all forgive me for cussing. I didn't give y'all a chance to put your kids up. But in the man sport, every now and then, I agree with you, bro. You got to show some manhood. I agree.
Right.
Yeah.
So 1,000%. I mean, even in the community, we got different people who lead different ways. Like the way I lead, it works for some things, but sometimes I shouldn't take.
I gotta smack you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna smack you.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like but when things really hit the fan, there's some disrespect, or people are disrespect.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm just not gonna let that slide.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's like, and that's how you get the respect. So, like I said, overall, but the Cowboys got work to do. The one thing I just don't want this to kind of breed is just that complacency, like, oh, we're just fine. We've got to get healthy and sign our guys back, and we can get right back to things. Absolutely not. There's a lot of different pieces that we need to build foundationally to even get remotely close. And that's not even talking about this coaching staff that we hired. That's a whole other show.
That's a whole nother show. All right, big dog. We go talk about these Eagles real quick, and did that game change some things? If you still in the chat, chime in, but I also know you get up early, bro. Appreciate the input.
Yeah, you do.
All right, bro.
All right, big dog.
Hey,
if you keep talking good, though, we gonna call you back.
All right, bet.
All right, bro. Listen, that was real. That's Amp. You ready? Amp on his way back. One more test. Amp.
Yo.
Okay, you back. All
right.
It seemed like I'm loud.
There we go. I'm good.
I feel like I'm loud. Let me turn me down. I sound better now. All right. I think we balanced. All right. That was very interesting. Very interesting.
And I was rocking with them all the way. I just, I like to poke holes to see if we got any leaks in this idea. That was my whole stance. But yeah, if you ain't part of the solution, you part of the problem, dog. And quite honestly, how does the saying go? Too much is given, much is expected. And it's like we've been supporting this man since 16, bro. You're talking about 8 years, going on 8-9 years. We pushed for him to get paid. We supported him and the goofy stuff that he's had to deal with the Jones family. It's time for some reciprocal, bro. Like we need some of that. Like we have a voice and our voice matters. But if you don't realize your voice is a little bigger than ours, homie, you playing in the wrong position for the wrong team.
Yeah.
You are the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. You are the Dallas Cowboys quarterback. That has weight, bruh.
It does.
When you hear Troy talk and when you hear Roger talk and others, it has weight. They've brought him and welcomed him into that brotherhood. So much so that they wanted him to join and participate in their charity organization. So they trust you on that level. They're looking at all the things that you're doing. They saying, man, you're a great guy. But guess what? Even though Troy is taking the time out to do this charitable work, Troy didn't have a problem with reading you your rights. Sometimes you got to tell him that. You tired of fucking babysitting. Somebody's got to tell him. That's what Troy said. Is anybody over here talking about how Troy was a problem in Dallas? Does anybody say that when they talk about Troy? I mean, we do because we go in depth, but your average fan don't talk about Troy being no sideline issue. They weren't talking about morale back then. It was all kind of beefs and arguments and screaming matches on the sideline. Who gave a damn?
I think it's what, sadly, I think it's kind of what D.A. Lee said too. Because it's them Joneses are crazy, bro. They egos are off the chain. They fired Jimmy Johnson. They got rid of Dez for receiver by committee. So it's I gotta sleep on this, bro. And when I say I sleep on it, I do, bro. Like some things that I can't figure it out in one show. I can't figure it out in one moment. Like for real. I gotta think on this. This was a hard conversation, bro. It really was.
Can I be real right now? Can I get personal?
All the way.
So boss knows, some of y'all know I've been having some issues with my employer, right? And I've been kind of going at it with him back and forth now for a while. And there are times when I have to pick and choose my battles. And there are times when my wife will whisper in my ear and say, hey, don't forget about us. See, Dak is newly engaged. He's still what I call a brand spanking new father. He's got a young one and one on the way. Those individuals will make you pause for the response you really want to give. It was several occasions where I really wanted to give a real raw response to management, etc. And I paused because I was mindful enough to know if I said that, them three might suffer. So it's easier said than done. I don't want nobody to think we're just telling Dak to stick his neck out there. That's the reason why this is kind of a hard topic.
It's hard.
And for the things that Tuck said, yes, I'm with you. If we just talking about football in a vacuum, hell yeah, do it. But he's a human being. He's got to think about not just himself, but them three other people or whoever else he takes care of and is responsible for. When you put that in, yeah, on the sideline talking to your teammate, yeah, we fucking suck. But yeah, when the camera's on, yeah, you know, we right there. Cause you might be here today.
And we never really knew the context of we fucking suck.
Exactly. That it was everybody took it and ran with it.
That's something that can be ran with. Like that, he could be talking about the quarterback room. He could be talking about our weight room. He could be talking about, you know, that game. You know, yeah.
It could have been anything.
But like, I don't want to get stuck on a pause because I'm gonna really have to think on this. This is something that's gonna take me some time to think about. My gut is telling me this. one of the people in the chat said we need to put all our energy on the Jones. To me, that make the most sense because they are the cause of this shit. Like, for real. Mm-hmm. Everybody that's saying we got to speak out is saying we got to speak out because they tripping. Right? Right? Mm-hmm. So they the source of it. You know? Because this ain't a... we're asking Mike McCarthy to potentially walk the plank. Dak to walk the plank even more. Even though they done showed themselves petty and vindictive. He fight for his money and all of a sudden they like, you got to do more with less.
Yeah.
Damn, man. Like them dudes is. So, listen, I'm gonna talk about what we can do.
As for me in my house.
So.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm gonna tell you what we can do. We got some campaigns that we can get behind and just don't sit on our hands. If you're tired of the front office meddling, you can hashtag let Brian cook. Or if hit the wrong button. That was going so well. Let me do it again. Damn, that was going so well. I was cooking too. Let me do it again. Y'all give me a second. Let me try to flow with that again. All right, here we go. You ready? You ready? Y'all ready? All right, here we go. All right, here we go. I'm serious though, bruh. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. It's certain things we can do, right? Now, for those who want running backs, if you send out anything on social media, if you want it all to be organized and concise, you got to use your hashtags. I'm serious. And see, you know the sad part? We watched this work with no Kelly Moore. It did.
Like a charm.
Now, we will be this. Something is wrong with us. Something is wrong with us if we got 1 million impressions on no Kelly Moore by coming together and then say, we not going to run that tush push on the 1 yard line never again. So we putting pressure on Dak. I'm putting pressure on all of us. What are we gonna do? Yeah. Right? With Dak, right? So, and I agree with that. Dak needs to, but we need to speak. So when you see contract games with Micah, 877 pay Micah now.
I love it.
Huh?
It's genius.
That's if we do it though. It's not genius if we don't do it.
Yeah, you're right.
And you know what the dope thing I love about y'all? Every time I talk about it, y'all do it.
They don't hesitate, bro. They be shooting, bro.
Now wait until all the content creators start doing this, where we get behind all the stuff we agree about, like, and we organize it like we doing now, like pay Micah, right? Like running backs matter now, right? And let Brian cook. And listen to the thing, I ain't gonna say where none of this stuff come from, because it's not about who started it, who ideal it is. This is about us. This is about us, Amp, being offensive linemen. You know what I mean by that?
No.
To get behind a campaign like this, it can't be about you.
Selfless.
You got to be like an offensive lineman. You got to do all the work, and you got to let the Cowboys get all the credit. It can't be about us. Mm-hmm. It can't be about, I came up with that. Or, no.
Bro, I don't give a damn if I'm a stagehand, bro. Oh, well. I'm going to be the best damn stagehand I can be.
Right. Yeah. So anyway,
I love that.
nah, listen, we go keep them campaigns going, and we got to do it. We got to do it. You know, we go. But I was talking to Star today. Working these hashtags is gonna be like an offensive line for real. It takes a while for us to start doing it together. We used to being individuals, you know.
Yep. We got to learn to play together.
We got to learn how to play together. For real. For real. Content creators will have to learn how to play with this. And the people that support these channels also will have to learn how to play together. So continuously, I'm going to talk about these hashtags. I'm going to give me a new hat. It's going to say hashtags matter, where I'm going to really always explain how what we do with these hashtags, we organize our voice under one campaign. So what's your thoughts on that, big dog? Oh, he gone. My boy M gone. He coming back with a hat. I like that, Keystone. I like that. That boy say interior D-line.
Y'all forgot.
What's that?
During the season. What was that? Huh?
I can't see it. Hold on. I can't see it, bro. Hold on. Let me see. There it is. Boom. Yeah. That saved us, bro. That saved us.
Okay. And then remember, early in the season, it was this one. You remember this one? Not that one. I just took that one off. This one here. Y'all remember that one? Huh?
Yeah. Feed somebody. Yep.
Come on.
Yeah. See.
It ain't just a fashion statement. It's a real statement.
Yeah. Feed somebody. So listen, we go learn how to play together. We go all have to learn how to play together. That's real. That's real. We used to being by ourselves. We gonna learn. All of us gonna have to learn how to play as a group. Like Angie said, unity. You know, that's the vision, and that's what a lot of us are already doing. You know, the sad thing. This is the sad thing about your hat that you made, right? Run somebody. Now that campaign name is.
It'll be updated this weekend.
All right, let's keep cooking, bro. We got some more stuff to cook, man. I think we've been cooking pretty good so damn far, though, bro.
Yeah, we on simmer right now, bro.
We cooking right now. All right, now I want to talk about something with Dak that's good news, real good news. I want to expound on it and just kind of go here. This is something that is important. That's very good news. And I just want to expound on this with my boy. Let's go.
Honestly, I mean, I think he spoke on it in the press conference, right? And then following this year, we just got to get to running the ball, being a little bit more, consistent on that. Conference, right? And then following this year, we just got to get to running the ball, being a little bit more, consistent on that.
For real.
Conference, right? And then following this year, we just got to get to running the ball, being a little bit more, consistent on that.
Oh!
Conference, right? And then following this year, we just got to get to running the ball, being a little bit more, consistent on that.
Let's talk about that, dog. Bro. Man, these boys don't even know they finna get the dopest Dak. Y'all don't, man, people don't even know. The reason why that boy Goff was going off in Detroit is because they was running the ball. And then Amp, he said this.
And then from there, and go back and look at the numbers. I've always enjoyed play action pass. So just
Whoa!
Oh!
That talk, that's undeniable, bro.
Yeah.
That right there is I've what?
Yeah.
Now you got to look at these pronouns again. He's starting to sound like Big Mike. He said I. See, it was some we's in there, and then there was some I's in there. You got to pay attention.
Hold on now. We got some good pushback. Shout out to West Coast. We heard this before. He right. I think it's different now. I do think it's different. Let me tell you why I think it's different, James. And James, stay safe on that road. I appreciate you always, James. You one of the people that I always hold it down. I appreciate it. And hold on real quick. I want to say this. He also somebody that always has healthy pushback. I love that. Healthy pushback is good, bro. Like we never trip off of that. That is good. I love when people like they got their own mind in here, bro. I love how they ain't gonna never let us fast talk them in here. Not in here, bro.
No,
You can't fast talk these people. Not the executives. But this is where I think it's different, James. Remember, we interviewed Keystone in the building. What's up, my brother? My brother Keystone in the building. What's up, my brother?
Mr. Sleeper Files.
Mr. Sleeper Files. We're in your season, sir. It's time for us to do a lot to work, sir. We're in your season, sir. It's time for us to do a lot of work. But this is where it's different, and I want to hear your thoughts on this, Amp, if you don't mind, my brother. Remember, we talked to Jermichael Finley in Sports Coms.
He's not a running coach.
He's not a running coach, right?
Come on with it. Come on.
Right. So the clues was already out there on who was the visionary of running the ball, right? And that was Mike McCarthy. And James' point, every week Mike McCarthy would say we need to run the ball, and what would he do almost every week? Abandon it. But I already know you ready, Keystone. I know you ready. Yeah. Hold on real quick. Let me address this real quick. I'm gonna come back to that. My boy D. Lee said, I respect the hell out of J Tuck. I just agree with the method. I work as a front office executive. You have to be diplomatic when dealing with narcissistic CEOs. Yeah, that's why I say it is hard, man. And see, I respect though him or anybody coming out with their ideal aggressively, just like y'all, you know what I mean? So, and J Tuck won't have no problem with anybody disagreeing with him. This is part of the process. We have no problems with that. You know what I mean? And I think y'all pushback is healthy. And my pushback is healthy, and when y'all push back on me, it's healthy. Like none of us, especially J Tuck, I can say this. Me, Amp, J Tuck for sure, we ain't tripping. Like when y'all push back, just like James pushing back. James was like, we heard this before. You know what I mean? That's a pushback. But I'm not over here like, man, just listen to me, cause I said so. Shit. Nah. Yeah. And see, my buddy at least he say facts, respect for sure. And see, that's how we all move.
Yep.
Because everybody is smart here, bro. Like this is a smart group. This is like me and Amp fight behind the scenes. Sometimes we fight on camera. Like, we go at it like on ideas. Not never angry, but we'll be but boss, but Amp. Nah, bro, I don't see it like that. I see it a little bit different, bro. So anyway, but this is how we work through this type of stuff, man. So this makes us all great. Like on this channel, on Amp channel, we want this. Some people want to be kind of like, we call them the crooked pastors, where because they said it, they just want you to sit there and be dumb and amen. You know what I mean? Because this just now you got to rightly divide the scriptures over here, my man. You know what I mean? So anyway, going back to what I was saying with James, I think it's different, especially when you look at the coaches. You know what I mean? When you look at the coaches. And then Coach Marv in the building. Coach Marv in the building, man. What's up, Coach? Coach Marv is in the building. He said, no cupcake training camp. Man, we got you on that, Coach. We got you. Not this year. Yeah, you right, Angie. She say, boss, I got to push back. Everybody not smart. Yeah, but they voice matter too. They voice matter too. We need the people that's smart, the people that's not smart. We need the people that's genius. We need everybody. We need
what D. Lee said though. And to what you said earlier about the Jones family, you said, bro, they fired Jimmy. Like,
yeah, they crazy.
I had that in my head.
That's crazy.
So to me, they put me in the mindset of I don't want to say female or male. I'll say an individual, right? Who may be a significant other, because I don't want to piss the women off. I love y'all. You're very womanly, you know. That's how y'all president be sounding. I love them all.
I love them all. I love them all.
Womanly, you know. But they crazy enough that they'll be in the car with you, right? And y'all get in an argument, and that individual is so upset. You got some people, you know what? F all this. I'm about to kill us both. That's the mindset the Jones family puts.
For real.
Damn,
For real.
crazy.
For real.
You gonna kill yourself and
You gonna kill yourself and us?
Now you want to use the us pronouns. Damn it, it was all on you. This is your show. Kill yourself. Don't kill me in the process. Damn.
God. Facts, hell. Y'all clapping up for Amp, boy. Amp crazy, bro. And you know the funny thing, we never even got to the main topic yet, bro. Let's go ahead and cover this real quick. Did the Super Bowl change the Dallas Cowboys off-season needs?
It did. It did.
You think so?
It did. It changed it, and I shared this with you briefly. For me, it didn't change it as far as need per se or position per se or side of the ball per se. But to me, it ratcheted up percentage-wise how important some of these things are. Like, you agreed, you said, I believe DT is a need. And I did. I thought DT was a need all along, but I was under the 50-50%, you know.
Yeah.
If we get one, great. If not, okay, you know. But now I'm leaning 75% like, bro, you see the opponents we play next year and you see what took place in the Super Bowl, dog, we're going to need to be able to stop that run. And then I'm thinking about the linebackers and how good that they have been, but I'm also aware of the fact that our linebackers, at least over the last 10, 15 years, bro, have been subjects to season-ending injuries on almost an every other year basis. You mentioned Sean Lee, you mentioned Jalen Smith, you mentioned LVE. Like, guys get banged up. Even Kendricks was out sometime this year because of injury. So you want to protect them by shielding them with a big body up front. And they said one of the things about Eberflus that makes his system work is he has to have a solid 3-tech. Well, you got a free agent available who has played pretty darn well. He was trending upward at the conclusion of his current contract, which is no more. So, yeah, I'm looking at Osa like we could use you. I'm also looking at free agency like, anybody out there? Yoo-hoo, hello. He might have a Kendricks-like-ish pick, but as a 3-tech. It's possible. When you consider the price tag that Osa may demand, they might opt to go a little cheaper and say, well, we can get a good 3-tech that we can work with and still be able to get some other help. You know, that they love a good, you know, a good 2-for-1, you know, they love it. BOGO, that's them. They be in Publix every Wednesday. So I said it intensified it as far as I'm concerned. I think it said that you, whatever you were thinking you needed, you need that and a little more. Because guess what? Don't they have money available? Don't they have free agents too? Now they got guys in bond who now they know their work. You don't think they're going to try and keep him back in the building?
Bro, I'm so impressed that you brought up Osa. Now, let's keep it real. Did we talk about this before the show?
Hell no, we didn't talk about it. I was washing the kids and feeding them.
Bro, you said exactly what I was thinking too. It's one thing if that game ramped up anybody to me, it was Osa. like, because we asking the question, did the Super Bowl change the Dallas Cowboys offseason? Yeah. And you said it perfect, bro. You said it perfect. It ramped up the need for DT even more to me. Like, and it wasn't just because they didn't really have success running the ball, right? Kansas City did a good job of limiting Saquon, but it was the play of Kansas City DTs, that was just popping out, So it wasn't Philly's running success. It was Kansas City's defensive success that got my attention, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yep. Because, bro, they sold out. I was impressed at the fact that they held Saquon the way that they did. I was over here golf clapping.
Yeah, for real.
I see you. All right.
Yeah,
and
for real.
Keep him. It's one thing I've said about him, and it's one thing that I've said about your boy up in Baltimore. Lord, I'm having a moment. Running back.
Oh,
Derrick Henry. Thank you. You got to hit them before they get going.
My boy say I'm having a moment. You funny, bro.
I did. I was having a moment, bro. Complete brain fart.
My boy admitted it. He ain't trying to play it off of nothing.
No, hell no. Players slip up sometimes, okay? But if you find yourself in a jam, you know what I'm saying?
That boy say, I'm just going to say it. I'm having a moment.
You know what I'm saying? And you strap for cash, 1-877, pay Micah now. But yeah, no doubt, brother. It ratcheted it up, and we could say what we want to, and we'll be able to. Sometimes you can't make do.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just can't make do. Sometimes you can't doctor it up and make it better than what it is. Sometimes a player can't be coached up any further. Sometimes they are what they are.
Yeah. To me, that definitely ramped up the need for also, especially knowing Eberflus really is going to depend on his 3 techs, right? And then I didn't know the average weight of the offensive lineman of Philly was 338. I didn't know that to that game.
They look good together doing stunts and twists and Lex and Rex together. I think they'll look real good together on that side, bro.
Yeah. And I think we got to be open to outside. I think, listen, because you know what I came out of that game saying? It was a time Dallas Cowboys had the biggest, nastiest offensive line, like from 2012 to like 2018, something like that, right? And I thought about it. I said, what did the division do? Allen, Payne, right? Old boy out of New York. What's his name? Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence, right? Then they got Williams, right? So you go look at all the teams that we was facing, they was stacked at DT.
But go back even further than that, boss. Remember the offensive line of the 90s that we had that kind of carried over into the early 2000s? What did New York do? What did New York do? Remember that line where they had Osa Yurmanura and
I don't remember all that.
Bruh. What you mean?
I don't remember our division then. I don't. I'm just being honest.
Bruh, I'm talking about with your boy
Romo
with his finger. Shot it off.
Lot?
With the fireworks.
Oh, you right. Okay, I know you're
talking about. They had a D-line, bruh.
Yeah. Keystone with the super chat. He said there was a QB that won a chip with an interior Johnson, Sapp, Rogers, Raji, Troy, Maryland, and Lott, Brady, Winfolk. Exactly.
Read Montana's comment, please.
What Montana say?
Please.
Hold on real quick. I can't see.
Because that's it.
Let me see.
That's it.
This one?
No.
He got JPP. Yeah. Damn. Montana been talking a lot, bro.
Montana, the most recent one.
Okay, let me find it. Man, you be pushing my production,
where it says
bro.
The division.
Okay, I see it. All right.
It's right up underneath Keystone Super Chat.
There it is. Appreciate the super chat, Keystone. That's a fire one. Yeah, I got it. He said the division bid their teams to stop Dallas compete while trying to stop Dallas. Right.
Even in that chance.
Facts.
Dallas sucks. We want Dallas. We are their mark.
Yeah.
Anytime you ask anybody who is a fan of an NFC East team and you ask them who their rival is, they will always tell you the Cowboys.
Well, well, the chat going hard. They naming all that interior.
Tuck, Strahan, thank you. That
Hey,
was the
it's the shoes. Hey, we got to bring back the shoes, bro. We got to. It's about these shoes now, Dallas. Like, so if we asking a question, did that Super Bowl change the Dallas? Yes, them shoes are way more important. If it changed anything, for real.
Tuck and Strahan, yes, them dudes was monsters. Remember, that's the reason why we went 8-8 3 years in a row.
Yeah,
because 2 times we closed out the season with them, and they gave us that. As Shannon would say, hot ale.
Man, but this show, boy, ooh, man, we might have to do this show again, bro. Cause see, we was gonna go deep into this. We killed a lot of time with Tuck. We might have to do this show again.
Bro, I was gonna talk about the fan base, the riches, the history. I was gonna talk about the owners, recent performance. I was gonna talk about talent.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about with this.
Oh, bro, it was heavy, bro.
Yeah,
let's save these notes.
Yeah. Another thing we got to talk about to me is what Big Game James talked about yesterday. Like being very aggressive in free agent DTs. Aggressive there.
Because that's now.
That's now. And then on top of that, they usually the cheapest, bro. You can usually get a good one, bro. A real good one without busting your bank. For real. Like, being cheap on DT it don't make no sense, bro.
Let me ask you this: do you think that market price jumps now because of the attention that's being placed on the running backs?
Yeah, that's why you got to do it now. You got to do it before it. And see, great question, bro. Because see, there's a cyclical effect of the running back. So the fact that the running back market has increased is almost looking at it like economics, supply and demand. So with the demand increasing of the running backs, that means the run stopping demand is going to increase too, right? Because that means their value is going to go up. Perfectly said out. Shoes on point, but Jones want to shop at Payless. No, we gotta fight for shoes. We gotta fight for shoes. On this one, me and D.A. Lee, we walking together on this one, my brother. When D.A. Lee be like they need to spend, shit, me and D.A. Lee together on this one, dog. This is what Marshalls, or it better be a quality Marshalls now. Now it need to be top level quality. Like you gotta get the shoes right.
Did we read Keystone comment?
Yeah, the $10. Yeah.
Okay. About QBs.
Yeah.
Okay.
And see, I'm gonna name right now who the Dallas Cowboys, in my opinion, need to be ready to go and be some men about. Don't be no chumps about this, bro.
I've been saying it, dog.
Ben, you better call him, bro.
Saying it, bro. Every time I've been talking to Blackwell recently, we've been talking about that dude right there.
This my number one, bro.
That's my number one.
That's your number one?
Free agent, period.
Me too. For real. You talking about bringing a mentality to your defense, bro.
Huh.
Say, listen, bro.
Fucking years.
Man. And see, it looked like San Fran starting to unload. And he coming off that leg, you might get him at a good price. This is not the time to act cute like you did with Henry. Pick up the phone, Dallas.
Yep.
Man, your fans will love you for this.
I would love it too.
Boy.
Him paired with Leah Fowl. Oh,
Ooh, my God.
boy, I almost flipped the table over just now, bro. That man gonna come into the door just like this.
You think I'm here to play around with y'all? God damn it on that.
See, Dallas, if you want to get your fans loving training camp, if you want, you can get him a DT, and we gonna be. Cause I'm gonna say this, bro. Free agency is not where you want to get your weapon. You need to draft that weapon.
Yo,
You need to draft a weapon.
fresh legs.
Because if you draft it, it's gonna be as cheap as it's gonna ever be. Because the market for receivers is way too high.
Weapons want to get paid.
And weapons are getting paid.
Weapons
Steven Jones, we
out on
telling
your
you the market. DT, get them right at cheap. Linebackers, get them while they cheap and go get the best. This would be like equivalent to Saquon in terms of value, right? Before the linebacker market start to get crazy because the running back market is starting to go back up, get them. Now, we were saying on this channel, get them running backs.
Yeah.
Now, everybody else was saying, you don't get no old running back. No, we was like, no. Remember we did that show out? We were talking about Saquon, Henry, and that it was a deep free agent class. Deep. Man, you bet. I'm going to tell you the free agent class that's deep this year. Safety, linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Especially safety. Safety look great this year.
Bro.
So, man, listen, man.
Don't tease me with a good time here.
So I think we need to really look at some top level seed. And I hope Steve and them not over here thinking, oh man, you can just go get any DT.
Bro. You look at the teams who were able to really kind of punch guys in the mouth and stop that run. It's probably because they had a damn good DT on that front.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping it honest. Like, you can have the best linebackers in the world, but if your offensive linemen on an opposing team are constantly getting up to the second level freely, no chips, no nothing, and start to wail on you, I don't care how good you are, bruh. One or two things gonna happen. Either you're not making plays or you're gonna get beat up, or both.
We got to rapid fire these next two topics. We got to do these in less than 8 minutes. So we need to be out of here.
Let's get it.
What about drafting?
What you mean?
Drafting a DT?
No. Hell no.
Okay.
Because we did that last year and gave them away. What was that? Our 6th, 7th round pick, or was he undrafted? The guy from the kid from Auburn.
Oh yeah, right. He came back. Rogers.
Is he back like for good back, or
Yeah.
like came back?
We got him back.
Okay. Then you damn sure don't need one. Develop him. This will be year 2 for him. He can learn under Mozzie. And you start grooming him. So in the event Mozzie doesn't work out in his year 3, guess what? Hasta luego. And bump him up.
I'm
And the
actually
next year, what
very
you do?
open
You go back
to
into
it.
free agency and get you another experienced DT.
I'm actually very open to it. I'm gonna give you the vision. Both.
Okay.
Both. I think we need to do it just like Philly did.
Draft one and sign one.
See, because that's what Philly did. Like when they got Jordan Davis, they went and got Linval Joseph and they got Sue, which
So
bought them time.
Give him some time to let him get his feet under him.
But we still had the veteran. You know what I mean? Because we gonna be dealing with the Philly O-line for the next 3 years. That's
so
why
are we done with Mozzie then?
No, we talking about adding to him.
So you want to have Mozzie
and add
that, and you want to draft?
Yes, just like Philly did, and then move on for the veteran. You know, move on from the veteran. And now see, look at Jordan Davis and them now. Did they need some vets this year? No.
But just look at the sheer numbers. You legitimately talking about carrying 5 DTs next year?
I'm talking about Osa. I'm talking about Mozzie. I'm talking about a drafted DT.
Drafted.
And another vet.
And the guy that you from Auburn that you said bad.
Yeah.
That'll be 5 in that room.
Well, shit, one of y'all go get beat out.
And then somebody have to, okay, one or two might be practice. Yeah.
And we just thinking this through, bro. I ain't saying I'm wet concrete. You know what I'm saying? It's just that. All right, this the last subject we gonna take. I know we didn't quite finish that one. We just kind of teased it. We gonna do a part 2 on this one, bro.
Okay.
We got to do a part 2. We didn't cover nearly all the things we was gonna cover. We went heavy into that Dak stuff. We took that killed a lot of time, but that was an important conversation.
Yeah, no doubt.
The last topic, and we gonna cover this in 4 minutes. Did their pressure that they got make you think about offensive line needs for the Cowboys?
It did. It did. And honestly, bro, I think you can draft one of them every year. Truth be told, at the rate that, you know, guys get banged up or whatever, I think adding a good offensive lineman every year. Now, does that mean you got to devote a high draft pick to him every year? No. You know, you can kind of gauge that on a season-to-season basis to see where you're at. If you need to go a little bit more aggressive, or you could bring a guy in here to potentially help develop what you already got, or potentially push a guy out. Because the way that we've had to build our lines, I feel like we've had to go through too many overhauls. Like, offensive line should always be a premium, should always be taken seriously. Because at the end of the day, you can have weapons, but if you don't have the time, it don't matter if you're Patrick Mahomes. You will get knocked off your square.
I'm thinking, to be honest, I think they caught lightning in a bottle. I almost want to kind of stay the course on our offensive line. The one that's the gamer, Sanders, right? Milton Williams. But Sweat having his game of his life.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
I ain't believing it. I ain't believing it, bro. I think they called light. I think that game didn't change me.
Yeah, no. And honestly, we've got other things that we can do to improve it, and that might even be another show, just on how you simply arrange your line. Because again, you heard Shotty talk about what? Putting players in positions where they're successful. You know what that low-key sound like to me? Tyler Guyton, you might not be our left tackle, sir. Terrence Steele, you might not be our right tackle, sir. Just on pure arrangement. they might give Terrence Steele the La'el Collins treatment. They could potentially bump him inside. We don't know. I'm just spitballing here. But I think you can move some guys around to where you can kind of maximize that thing on out. Not the whole line. I ain't saying the whole line. But you can get some better results.
Yeah.
And you pair that with the coaches we just hired.
Yeah, that's the key.
Let them work with what they got first, and then we'll see about adding on after that.
And then I'm also thinking about the season. I think the preparation screwed them bad.
Yeah.
They made all preseason about Trey Lance. So they couldn't work on that run blocking.
No.
And then worse, when the season started, they made all of them dancing bears for the first 5 games. They was all on their heels. Dak was throwing that thing. So I felt like I think the proper judgment of the offensive line should be when we started to run the ball. Because after we started to run the ball, you ain't had no problems out of Steele. You had no problems out. You got to let them dudes lay on people first, bro.
Get nasty again. Like it looked like a new line.
It looked like a brand new line when we was in balance.
It was the same old cats.
Yeah, it was the same old cats. I'm kind of on stay the course. I don't know what they go do, but I'm on stay the course.
The only reason I got a question mark there is because of what took place or what may take place with Brock and then Zach Martin. That's the
see, man, you gonna take us past 4 minutes if you go there, we go talk another 30. Damn. See, you boy L. Man, say
because if you remove them out the equation, it's a little.
See, we gonna have to talk about that, bro. See, we listen.
Man, we got 200 days, bro.
Yeah, so we gonna slow this down, y'all. We've been at 2 hours now. I don't want to go no further than that.
Let's sleep.
Y'all clap it up. We gonna have to part 2 this thing. Because we got to talk about that Zach Martin and Hoffman, what you just talked about.
Ain't nobody really talking about it. We talking about Zach, but we ain't really talking about the combo. You talking about plucking and removing that cluster together on the O-line? It changes things, bro.
It changes. All right, man. So listen, we ain't finna get out of here quite yet. Let's get our voices. Let's act like offensive linemen. Remember, we had a whole challenge today about what Dak needs to do. And I agree with a lot of it. Some of it, I'm still waiting. I'm still measuring the Kool-Aid, right? But we got to be together on these hashtags, okay? Absolutely. So we said we was going to organize. So if you putting anything out there on social media about running backs, remember the hashtag need to be running backs matter now. Okay? If you got something to say about the contract games with Micah, 877 pay Micah now. Okay? Front office meddling with the coaches. Let Brian cook. Okay? These are the ways that we're going to be able to make our voices come together and get our run fits down and a tush push down. Okay? So I agree with the challenge on that, but I also agree with the challenge on us to where we make our voices known. We organize based on what we have researched and really believe in. And we gonna make it happen. So we gonna continue with these hashtag campaigns But listen, y'all just can't enjoy the show. You can't just be like, oh, I liked it. Oh, I like it. It was fun. That was dope. If we don't join voices, we just talking. If he corporate Dak, then we're just corporate fans. If we don't do what we need to do to bring pressure to the people that Dak's supposed to be putting pressure on, front office. All right, final words, big dog.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it funky. We got a good core. We got a pretty decent room of leaders. I like the theme that I'm seeing with the coaching staff as far as it being an emphasis on running, but that's the one you've been hearing. The other aspect of the coaching hires that I like is the fact that a lot of these guys have coordinator experience as well. So they haven't just been position coaches, they're coordinators. So you're talking about somebody who understands how to put pieces of the game together, who understands about the aspect of building the game. That's what I'm looking forward to, because in Shotty's first year as head coach, right, he is going to need all of the support he can get, because as the season goes on and he's up there, he's the maestro and he's holding his hands and he's conducting the orchestra known as the team. Over the course of the season, them arms gonna get tired and they're gonna drop. And it's the coordinators that should be there to help prop him up in times where he may be weak or inadequate. So it's a lot that can be done as far as who we potentially could target in free agency. Don't let folks fool you. That topic is just as important as doing these doggone mock drafts. They cool, they fun, right? But let's start mocking and start looking at spot tracking and see which free agents are available for the positions that we see and we feel we have needs. Let's do that. I told y'all, our country's great president, John F. Kennedy, said, ask not what you can do for your country, but ask, and it's perfect. Look at the background. See, it was destiny. Ask what you can do for your country. So ask not. We're going to put the pressure on Jerry and Steven. But how can we help them? See, you can help them if you're talking about being on point, on time, assisting your head coach in his first year. You don't want any distractions for him. Then when you're on social media, go ahead and hit them with the hashtag 877 pay Micah now. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. Your good becomes your better, and your better becomes your best. Until next time, Cowboys Nation, y'all be blessed.
Y'all be blessed, man. We out.
Boss Cowboy Sports.
Hit that like,
matters.
Share. Most important, hashtag.
Look, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets done taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets done taught me, I'm just trying to get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the second grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid. Dollar bill, listen close, this is not a drill. Cause hungry trying to get a meal. I've been in light, who gon' pay a bill? I've been in action, been in traction, surplus with niggas lacking, shining light but still be blacking, red lights will stop the action, grand to go, even when it's slow. Higher heights of balance.